Ivan the Terrible is no ordinary Yaga. Long ago, an ancient primordial beast was discovered in Russia's tundra. By merging with this creature, Ivan the Terrible began a period of growth. And perhaps due to his heroic temperament or his imperial bloodline, that growth continues to this day. It is said that the mammoths and saber-toothed tigers went extinct when their tusks and fangs grew too large. But Ivan the Terrible has moved beyond such concerns. He is no longer beloved or worshipped. Now he is no more than a horrific monster. Oh. Keep playing with every ounce of hatred you can muster, Salary. Now that his nap is over, the Tsar is finally about to come face to face with reality. The Tsar's dream is ending. He is about to wake up. We are born from the Tsar's dreams. Once he awakes, we will return to dust. Glory to the Tsar. Long live the Tsar. Huh? The LP Sneaky are turning into dust. Does this rumbling mean he's waking up? Uh-oh. What about the golem? It's still coming together. Its stone body is being assembled piece by piece, like muscles growing on a skeleton. Holy shit, this is huge. That is huge. What's wrong? Is that some sort of joke? Is this some sort of joke? Doesn't look like it. I have awakened from my dream. I see now what is happening in the world. It seems my dream for Russia are yet to come to fruition. I must eradicate the countless traitors and expand my territory. My nap is over. The time has come for me to make a stand. So he has finally awakened. Ivan the Terrible is said to have once moved the capital of Russia from Moscow to the city of Alexandrov in the northeast. But that city no longer exists in this Lostbelt. It disappeared from this world as Ivan the Terrible continued to sleep, to mutate, and to undergo further growth and mutation. Indeed, that mountainous creature is what met of that man who fell back into a dream after his return from Alexandrov. What the fuck? Hold on. Alexandrov. Ivan the Terrible is no longer man, nor even Yaga. He is a beast of the gods. The engorged culmination of his many dreams. Culmination. Anastasia, the old tree sneaky told me what you said. Is it true? Have you betrayed me? Were the peace and happiness you told me of nothing but lies? Tell me, Anastasia! What is that? Don't tell me that! The Tsar is furious. We're all doomed. Oh God. We can't defeat that. Nobody could. We should never have gone against it. Keep your distance. Do not get caught up in the civilian evacuation. Never mind the lines between rebel army and civilians now. Keep them in line and get as far away from here as you can. Got it. I have fought both demonic beasts and giants before, but I have never seen one of this size. I think he would even give the gods of Olympus' true form a run for their money. No, he wouldn't. I've heard there were giant folks all over the place back in the Age of Gods. But at least where I lived, they only grew to be about 10 meters at best. See, this is why I told you not to wake up the Tsar up. There's nothing anyone can do against a monster the size of a mountain. Excuse me, but you never told us he was literally a mountain-sized monster. If you just mentioned that tiny detail earlier, we'd have been a lot more prepared for the sight. Besides, he's not a mountain, he's a mammoth. A kind of giant elephant. Eh? Elephant? What's an elephant? Some sort of animal? Oh, right, I guess all the elephants in this world went extinct a long time ago. I don't know how I would go about describing one now. Anyways, the point is, he's an elephant, not a mountain. A really, really big elephant, but still an elephant. You mean these elephant creatures are common in your world? Wow. Is it even possible to fight him? Is it even possible to fight him? Let me take a good look. I'd like to cut him down starting at the legs, but I don't think that'll work. Even my heavenly eye can't see a way to beat him. I'm kinda not sure he can even feel pain. If we're going to take him down, our only choice is to kill him. Slap face. Now that's how a general ought to be. Keep an eye on the big picture from on top of the golem for us, okay? We'll be counting on you to use the command seal and play our trump cards when the time is right. That said, he's not actually seeing us right now, is he? He's calling for Anastasia, saying something about her betraying him. That's because she did. Kadak? This works out nicely. If you're still alive, then help us out. You will help us, right? You're going to fight Ivan the Terrible too? At least you're not a complete idiot. The OP Sneaky are gone and Ivan the Terrible is awake. All that's left now is to take him down. You're after our golem, huh? That's right. In this Russia, Ivan the Terrible is neither human nor Yaga, nor even a heroic spirit. He's a walking natural disaster, an active volcano that only causes destruction wherever he wakes up. It's better for everyone if we get rid of him once and for all. We need to build up a new Russia, and your arrival here gave us the perfect chance to do it. Don't get it? Come on, really? Fine, I'll explain it. When you got here, I saw a chance, long time coming. Wait, I saw a chance. Long time coming, but I saw it, so I took it. I use you to further my own ends. No, I don't feel bad about it. Get with it, Dante Yeager. Well, that's an awfully roundabout way of doing things. If you just asked nicely from the start instead of being a jackass, Dante Yeager would have been glad to help. I'm not here to make friends. My only goal is to get more game pieces I can use to beat him, understand? So, I set up a game board. One where the rebel army called Dea, Anastasia, and me would all have no choice but to defeat him. Well, Dante Yeager, you're used to this sort of thing by now, right? Let's go save this world. What do we have to do? We start by using the golem Keter, the Malkolov of yours, to hold him back. Ivan the Terrible's got at least one weakness. He's slow. Does that even matter? I'm with Beowulf on this. He may not be as big as a Diadora Bochi, but we're still talking literally mountain size here. Of course he's gonna be slow. It means he can't keep up with you servants. If nothing else, you know he can't dodge your attacks. He can't fly. He packs tremendous force. He can use an avalanche with a single step. He can even slam his trunk into the ground in place of an anti-army noble phantasm. His only weak point is the crown on his head. That is his real body. Real body? Try enhancing your vision. You should be able to see it even in this blizzard. I don't know how to do that. Ugh, amateur. Yeah, there it is. Doesn't look any bigger than a pea from here, but still, probably monstrous compared to us. It's gonna be tough to get up there. Even running up his trunk at full speed won't be enough to keep from getting swatted from one of us reaching the top. Poor one of us. Are you all here? With matters having come to a head, We must now put our old allegiances aside. Disaster has struck and the Tsar has awakened. He won't stop until he destroys everything. I understand why you might bear a grudge against me, but right now, we all need to work together. Anastasia, the Tsar is after you. So, yes, I'll hold him back with my noble phantasm for as long as I possibly can. After that, it'll all depend on how motivated you are. Can you do this? Yes. I have no right to be a ruler. I hate the people. I hate this land. Everything I care about is long gone. I don't even know why I became a servant in the first place. I barely even remember my own life anymore. All I have in my head now is acknowledgement of this Lostbelt. Still, I did love my family, and they loved Russia. So, I will not shirk my duties. I refuse to drown in my grief or to flail about in desperation. I will simply do everything in my power to eliminate Ivan the Terrible, no matter how hard it may be. There you have it. Please help us. You do want to save the world, don't you? Yes, we've just gotta go along with this, huh? Sheesh. No word from the border, Dante Yeager. Are the comms not working right? We'll just have to decide this for ourselves, although. This feeling, I don't think I'll be able to stick around here much longer. Know what? Never mind. Let's just get going. There's no time to waste. Guess Billy's not gonna make it. Might as well give Shen Shen a message for him in the meantime. Alright, do it. Anastasia, I'll back you up with command spells. And Atalante, I'm sure you can tell this is no time to be worrying about a rebellion. I know. Then go on the attack. You should be plenty strong enough to provoke him. Show him your speed. Show him how high and far you can jump. After that, I don't care. Figure the rest out on your own. Come on, Anastasia. The Tsar's waiting for you. Hehe. The fire inside him may be a little more than a petulant ember, but it never goes out. He's indifferent, jealous, and hateful in equal measures. How wonderfully human. Master Caldea, do you really think you can defeat my master? No need to answer now. You can tell me later. Okay, let's get going, Master. We'll be counting on you to back us up. It looks like this noble phantasm golem answers to your command. So, make sure you have it put up a good fight. Okay. I mean, guess I'll be off too. See you later, Dante Yeager. Be careful to stay put. I used a lot of arrows and they do not care what they hit. What did I tell you, dude, Dante Yeager? This world is finished now. We still haven't fought him. It's not over yet. Are you nuts? Just look at that thing. It's destroying this whole city and it's not even breaking a sweat. How is he not a literal demon? I can tell. None of the servants or even this golem can match the Tsar. You really think you can beat him just by working together? You're out of your damn mind. The Tsar is the strongest being in this world, period. That's why it's impossible to defeat him. Deep down you know that's true, don't you, Dante Yeager? When I saw that thing and heard him speak, that was it. I was done. I mean, come on. Who'd believe they could rebel against that kind of ruler? You think you can beat that thing? Well, you can't. He's a god, a real-life flesh and blood god. He's the ultimate being. There's nothing that can stop him from doing anything he wants. So, we Yaga have no choice but to submit to him. Come on, you get it right? Oh, I understand what you're saying, yes. I can still move, so I'm not done. What? People are counting on me to win this. I'm going to fight for the people I care about. What? I awakened from my long dream only to find myself alone. I can no longer hear Metropolitan Macarius' stories nor Anastasia's sweet nothings. My Oprizniki tell me they were all lies, every last one of them. Long ago, I became a Yaga and unified all of Russia. When the great cold wave struck and my subjects were starving, I kept moving west in order to protect them. I moved west to help my subjects to spread the Tsar's glory. And yet, we were suddenly cut off. This world was determined to be a loser. It doesn't matter how hard we work or how desperately, how fervently we wished otherwise. So spoke the foreign priestess from beyond the stars. It is an unearthly voice, unlike any I had heard before. But I refused to accept that. I did not endure this hell on earth to give up now, to passively accept our so-called fate. I certainly did not endure it so that I could welcome this sort of end to our world. Neither I nor Russia will ever fall to ruin, ever. Anastasia! Do keep your voice down, Your Imperial Majesty. I can hear you just fine. You are right to be angry. You are right to be furious. But the time has come for you to pass your fury on to another. At this point, your very existence has become a sin. Russia no longer has any need of your backward notions. We are the ones who must lead it into a new era. I refuse! I am Russia. I am the one who bears this world on his shoulders. No obsolete human upstart will take that away from me. Not now, not ever. That sound. Let's do this. Let's do this. Ivan the Terrible! Who are you? Where did you come from? I'm from Chaldea. Chaldea? The keeper of Chaldeas? You let some of them escape? Koyonashika? I know Avis Braun the Golem Master made that. And I know it's possible to ride on its shoulders since it's outfitted with defensive spells, but it's one thing to know it and it's another to do it. Are you out of your damn mind, Tata Maybe this is exactly the sort of crazy you need to be to succeed in these sorts of situations. I'll have to remember that one, damn it. This must feel like a terribly unfair punishment to you, my Tsar. But this is simply what fate has in store. Prepare to die, Ivan the Terrible. Oh. The boy lacks guts. I wonder who this servant is. God, this thing is long. This is a long video. Whoa, what the? Oh, so Anastasia was the one. Okay, you giant Ivan the Terrible. Innocent Monster 4 and 8. Oh. Well, there goes Anastasia. She was not going to survive. So, huh? What happened? I'm definitely confused on what just happened, but okay. The giant's fist reared. Yet every blow slammed into the star's mountain from form with earth-shattering force. The stars howled, rising his trunk and calling down lightning from the very heavens. The blast stripped the giant of skin and flesh. The resultant thunder leveled the desert building around the combatants. The giant's wounds began to knit back together as if winding back a clock, while the Tsar still had not so much as a single scratch upon him. The Yaga who bore witness to this battle would come to say this was nothing less than a battle between primordial gods, and that no ordinary folk should ever have seen it like. Damn it! I knew this going in, but he's just too damn strong. Still, we've got all our trump cards ready. Our enemies, our allies, and even our dead are all working together. Maybe if Amadeus had lasted longer, no, we couldn't have done this any further. All we have to do now is beat him, nothing to it. I know I can do this. I know it. Sammy, son, BBB. Damn it, his hide's just too tough. I cannot believe it. Even my arrows cannot blind him. Damn it, he's even stronger than I thought. If only I had the emergency prerogative. No, forget about that. Macarius, you're out there smirking even as you're watching this all go down, aren't you? Well, that's not very kind. I prefer to think of myself as more of an overseer. So why have you called for me? Does this mean you're finally ready to escape from this Russia? That you have exhausted all of your options? Not yet. I've still got you. You've got something up your sleeve, right? I know you've been hiding something from Anastasia, and you're still hanging on to some kind of trump card. Now is the time to play it. This is your problem as much as it is ours. Yes, I suppose you're right. Neither Anastasia nor I can escape the Tsar's wrath any longer. So, I've got someone to help. He may be quite ordinary compared to Mozart, but that only motivates him to try so much harder. In fact, that effort makes his performance so much more emotional in a way prodigies like Mozart will never even bother to attempt. Kodak, your idea of using Mozart's music to keep the Tsar asleep was a good one, but that was never going to solve the fundamental problem. You still need to learn how to stir up other people's emotions. Is that so? Thanks for the warning. So, what is your trump card anyway? Knowing you, I bet it's in terrible taste. The only way to fight a dead-end delusion is with a delusion devoid of hope. Did you really think waiting patiently would bring you salvation? That you could achieve greatness if only you had talent? I am afraid you are dead wrong. One needs neither talent nor repentance. Now, come, conductor, the time to blossom is at hand. Now is the time to let your howls resound. Take a page from Kodak's book and fix your mistakes. I can't. My piano could never hope to pacify the Tsar's fury. I just don't have the sort of talent. It's impossible. I know myself better than anyone. I know all too well what I'm capable of, and that I can only play the piano the way we need. I can never hope to be a match for you no matter how hard I try. I don't care. Play it anyway. Silence. A prodigy like you would never understand what it's like to be forsaken by the gods of music. I am a Solari born only of the desire to end your life. Who cares about instruments? I forgot everything I knew about them back when I was alive. I don't care. Play it anyway, otherwise the world is doomed. The world? You expect an avenger like me to... Gah! I could never hope to make the kind of music that you do, the kind that resonates with every listener's heart as they hear your requiems. I know. I'm incapable of moving people like you could. I know that too. Ah, but Mozart, you phantasm of my own deluded mind. There is one thing I do know. I know your dark side. I know how you covered your face in shame in a pit utterly devoid of light. You never saw us common folk, us humans, and why would you? The only thing you ever fought with were your own inner demons. You loved music more than they did. You loved music made by human hands, no matter what manner of demon preyed upon your mind. And yet, neither music nor society nor anything humanity could make brought you salvation. So if you continue to play the piano with such elation even after becoming a heroic spirit, then I too have a reason to play the piano. So I will play no matter what sort of humiliation I suffer nor what mockery I am subjected to. Exactly. Don't even worry about how good you are. After all, everyone sucks compared to me. There you go again, Mozart. Very well then, I shall play. I shall play for all I'm worth. Your prodigious talent is far too unreliable to be taught in textbooks anyway. I will catch up to you even if I must employ every musician technique ever created. Well, what do you think of this? How I caught up to you now? No, this isn't it. I'll never catch up to you like this. Let your emotions guide you. Let my emotions guide me. My emotions are grief, anger, and my lust to end your life. Is that truly how you want me to play? How's this? Feel my anger, my hate. I will kill you. Behold Mozart. Look upon my regret, my hate, my passion, my fury. That's it. You don't need skill when you look like that. Let your anger over the unfairness of it all ring out. Let your emotions pour out of your fingers, my brother. Silence, be quiet and listen. I am not your brother. I will follow my own path. I hear music playing throughout the town. I think it's coming from the top of the palace. It's Salieri. This must be his own personal Dies Irae, Day of Wrath. It's not about talent anymore. He's just wailing on the keys desperately, even fiercely. Which is exactly why it speaks to the heart. At least it seems to be getting to the giant guy. This sound, this anger, stop. Do not bind my heart. You're wide open. I don't get it. Salieri's spirit origin, his noble phantasm is growing stronger. How is that possible? There's no way anger should be able to boast a servant's ability like this. Of course there is, at least if that anger is a core part of that person, rather than something fleeting and superficial. He has finally abandoned all pretense. That scream you hear now is Antonio Salieri's true nature. He admired Mozart more than anyone, which is also why he hated, feared, and pitied him. He loathed the masses who failed to understand Mozart's genius, calling them all fools and idiots. He feeds his own anger, but so does Mozart, and the very period of time that created the relationship. That is, Antonio Salieri, the man in gray, turned avenger. Now he is pouring every experience of his life into this very performance. Listen well, Ivan the Terrible, Yaga of grief and of anger. For a long time, you have been doing the pruning, but now it is your turn to be cut away. You may be livid, but your anger is misplaced. You served the blood of hundreds, thousands of demonic beasts in order to gain that enormous body. For countless years, you have used your power for cruelty and tyranny. You let your Oprasniki roam free, killing Yaga after Yaga for untold generations. You say everything you did was done to survive, but even so, Your existence now is nothing more than a monument to sin. How dare you worm your way into my mind? Begone, miserable little musician. His lightning just struck the palace. That bastard. I can't believe he's burnt down his whole palace just to get at Solaire. He won't if we have anything to say about it. If we're gonna hit him hard, now's the time to do it. I know that. This is our last chance. We have to pull him off that mammoth no matter what. Get the golem ready, Dante Yeager. We're going to stop this demonic beast once and for all. Ivan the Terrible. Here we go. Poison. Golden skill. Oh, golem skill. Huh? Oh. Oh. For one enemy. For all allies. I did not know the golem had its own special skills. That's interesting. Lord Camelot. As royal.
万象は汝の名を指し示したアズライル。
よろしやす。
受け負った背中を押せ。どこだ。
そうだ。
What the hell?
ステータスアップ。これで耐えます。見るも役も同じやさか。はい。まだ倒れません。了解。押し切り。はい。落ち着いて。落ち着いて。
Here we go.
これで倒します。神明。
受け負う背中を押せ。
私は最悪の席に立つ。それは全ての傷、全ての怨恨を癒す我らが故郷。
Lord,
決定せよ。
can you
ロ
not
ード
manifest
キャメロッ
yourself?
ト。
どこだ。
よろし、ぼちぼち。よろし。
I really hope he doesn't use a debuff.
あれ。
Yeah, buff to get his ass. I think he's gonna
なん
get
と
his
くらいや。
ass. 1,000 to remove buffs for one enemy. Yeah, no. That sounds like a massive hazard. Thank you, and no thank you.
Status up. これで耐えます。
首を出せ。
大盤もち。
Here we go.
死にはったらよろしおす。戦士万行身辺不動。
Multicolored poison.
そうだ。なんとくらいや。
おとなしいではないか。
Time to
神
use
託は
Azrael.
受け負っ
And then
た
these
背
two.
中を押せ。聞くがよい。万象は汝の名を指し示したアズライル。どこだ。では死ねえ。あの鐘の音が聞こえるか。神託は下った。背中を押せ。選んだ。
Here we go.
聞くがよい。万象は汝の名を指し示した
Azrael.
アズライル。 どこだ。では死ねえ。
まだ倒れますって。
選んだな。
Yep, Ivan the Terrible just got
背中を
Bukaki.
押せ。選んだな。
やらしやす。
That's all this is. Ivan the Terrible getting Bukaki.
どこだ。
そう
背中を押せ。
ぼちぼち。かん
どこだ。
まだ。授けてやろう。授けてやろう。そら飲むがいい。この日に赤ぶるは大盤ぶるもかぼちぼち。面倒やさかいまと
Bukaki.
めてとろかしたろか。選手代行貴族。ほれなんとくらいや。
おとなしいではねえか。
And this is the end.
受け負った選んだ。
Ivan the Terrible. Azrael.
聞くがよい。万象は汝の名を指し示したアズ
The
ラ
bell
イル。
tolls to be.
まったく我の手を煩わせるな。
The lightning stars rain. Damn it! It's still not enough, and we're too far from the palace to boot. So, this is the tenacity that's kept him alive for 450 years. Divine. Holy, divine, sacred. My heart is pure and unclouded. How dare you disturb it? How dare you! You need to get out of here! Saleri! No, he will regain his power if I leave now. I cannot leave this place, no matter what happens. Besides, this is the only piano in the entire world. I will perform in my rage until I die, even beyond my death. And not only my anger, Mozart's as well. Behold, be gone, musician. Oh no, you don't. Cursed stone statue, you dare impede me? You will protect my palace in my stead. Impudent clod, how dare you? I shall send you back to the ground from whence you came. Lightning runs through my veins. My trunk calls forth tempests. Look out, Dante Jaeger. He is creating a storm with the tip of his trunk. It's on par with a divine spirit's lightning attack. The golem might survive it, but nothing else will. It will obliterate you in the palace. Get the golem away from there. Hurry. We made it. I must say, Gordov, your driving technique is every bit as good as you boast. This shadow border, I can't believe it crossed all that rubble to make it here. Don't give up just yet, Dante Jaeger. You and the golem stay right where you are. I'm sending out our last remaining fighting force right now. Mosh! For a moment, I flashed back to Solomon in the Temple of Time. First, there was a strong destructive light. It was so powerful I was certain it would end me. Then there was the light that guided me back to life, to what I thought was lost. That was the moment when I picked up my shield and stepped forward. Back then, the only reason I could do it was because I felt it was the right thing to do. I was scared, yes, but more than that, I was proud and deep down lonely. I thought that even if we won this battle, I would never again get to spend time with him. I couldn't help but be a bit sad about that. But that's not true anymore. Now all my pride is gone, along with any sense of what the right thing to do is. I never did get over my concerns. Instead of sadness, I'm overcome by fear. I'm scared that I may not be in the right, that what we're doing may just be a cruel, empty victory. But then again, I also know that I would be even more ashamed to give up just because I'm scared or unsure. If all sides are equally in the right, then I want to protect what I can't bear to lose. To fight once again for the life I gained on that journey. So I'm asking you now. Please, Galahad, please lend me your shield once again.